have often dreamed of a far-off place where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be.
When you sit here for like literally 20 minutes and record a video and you realize it's not recording. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, hi guys, my name's Kelsey. I am a DCPer here at Disney World, and I'm here to talk about my first month here in Disney. When I made this account, I really made it just to do two things. One is to relive those magic moments between me and my friends here at Disney for myself, and also to share them with friends and family and anyone else who wants to see them, and then also to inform people who are looking into the DCP for future reference, or people who are going into it. So here's one of those moments that is a kind of dual. It's like kind of both, because I'm going to be really descriptive about all of the like little bits, because I want people to be able to learn from my experiences and be able to use my information to help them when they go on their CP, because I know I did that a lot with people who I watch their videos. And I also am going to use it to look back for myself, because I'm going to forget all these little details. I'm going to forget how it was working at each of the places that I worked and what it was like doing traditions and everything like that. So anyways, I'm just going to start from the beginning. This is my first month here at Disney. It's actually literally today. I didn't even plan this. Today is 1 month here at Disney. So I'm just going to talk about it. So, what the heck? Okay, still recording. So, I got here on the 23rd, and there's a vlog on my, I have two vlogs actually, I think. The one is the drive down here, and then my check-in and arrival, and maybe traditions is in there. I have a vlog with that, like what happened, like in the moment. I vlogged those moments, they were there. So I'm not really going to talk much about that, but I will touch on it for just a second. I arrived on the 23rd, and check-in seemed like it was this huge deal and that like it was the biggest deal in the world. But now that I've been here for a month, I'm like, why did you stress out about that so much? Now you have so many other things to stress out about. So I had check-in, and my first week was kind of laid back. I didn't have anything to do. I went to a housing meeting. I did my swim test for lifeguarding, and I had traditions. So that was pretty much my first week, and things got really complicated right around the time that I went for my swim test. So my role as a CP was a lifeguard, and so when I got here, like my third day here, we had a swim test to decide whether we were deep water or shallow water or not a lifeguard at all anymore. And so I did my swim test. I passed it. I'll be a lifeguard at Blizzard Beach. And so when I'm done with my swim test, they bring out this paper, and everyone in my entire group was a lifeguard at a water park. And they're like, hey guys, you guys are deep water lifeguards for Blizzard Beach, but you're not going to be there until March. So until then, you're gonna go to an attraction or merchandise or any other role that I don't remember what everyone was. But so they handed me my paper, and it said Hollywood Studios Animation Courtyard. And I was like honestly shook. Like my entire thought through plan of what the CP was going to be like was just utterly shattered in a good way. And I was really excited, because here I was like thought I was going to be a lifeguard, and now I get the opportunity to do two different roles. And I was also really scared, because I would never have put myself in the position to be an attractions host, because it's not really something that I have experience in. I have a lot of experience in like customer service and childcare and like emergency response type stuff. I have a lot of experience in that, but I have never had experience like obviously running an attraction, because I've never worked at a place like Disney. So I was a little bit scared that I was going to get somewhere that I didn't think I could handle. But I was, for the most part, really excited that I got the opportunity to do both, especially because I didn't do this for myself. It was just given to me. It was just like handed to me like, hey, here you go, enjoy. So after that, my CP has been really crazy and stressful and just all over the place, honestly. So after my swim test, I had Traditions, and Traditions was a great day. It was honestly one of my favorite days. I made a lot of friends there that I'm like really close to. I'm really glad that I met them. I'm really glad they were in my group. And right after Traditions, we had Welcome to Ops, and that's just like another thing like Traditions. They're just like a class that like gets you put into the Disney mindset, like of how things are going to work out working for Disney and how your life is going to go as a cast member. So anyways, we had 2 days of classes and we got paid for them, which was awesome. Just of like, hey, here's the Disney mind frame, do it. And so after Welcome to Ops, I had, they were like, okay, it's on the job training at Hollywood Studios. So I had 2 days, technically 3 days. First day was just like a tour of Hollywood Studios and like someone told me all about it, but it wasn't necessarily like at my location. So then I had 2 days of just like on the job training at the Star Wars launch bay, which is where I got placed until March when I'll be a lifeguard. So I was really thankful when I found out that I got the launch bay, because that location is honestly just really cool to me. It's not that I'm necessarily like a huge Star Wars fan. In fact, I didn't really know that much about Star Wars before I started working there. But it's just honestly a really cool environment because it's less of an attraction and more of an interaction. So basically it's just this walkthrough experience of the Star Wars world. So we have like a movie and a museum with like all of the real props, and then we have characters, and then we also have just like random characters just walking around, like stormtroopers stopping citizens and Jawas trading with kids. Like, it's just honestly a really cool environment. We work really closely with entertainment, and it's just a really cool place to work because it's very laid back. My only job is literally to talk to guests, to interact with them, and to help them make their day magical. So I'm really thankful for that location. I wouldn't ask for a different one. It's honestly great. So I had 2 days of that, and then I had lifeguard training, which was hell. So for anyone who's going to be a lifeguard, I'm saying a prayer for you. It was honestly hell. My knees were tore up from the floor up from doing CPR on carpet and jumping in and out of the pool in the middle of January when it was freezing cold. Freezing cold meaning it was 60 degrees. And honestly, it was very stressful, but I made it through. I completed the training. I passed the test. So I'm like certified Ellis trained here at Disney. And so yeah, then after that I had 2 more days of on-the-job training at Launch Bay, and I had my assessment at Launch Bay. I passed that with flying colors, and I'm a full-fledged cast member. So when you're a full-fledged cast member, you get to do this, which I actually did this about 2.5 weeks ago. So now I'm just this. And so yeah, now that I'm a full-fledged cast member, I've been working at the Launch Bay for like about 2 weeks. It's really been great. I love my location so much. I've made so many friends there. All of the like CPs coming in for spring and spring advantage are already here. Like, there's no more coming in, which is great because it was really crazy when like new people would come in every Monday and you're like, it's a whole new world. And yeah, it's just really stressful. But now that that's over, I have a lot of friends who are CPs. I love it here. I genuinely really love it here. So yeah, I have work today in about 2 hours. And so yeah, what else was I going to talk about? I feel like there was so much more to talk about. I can talk about my apartment. My apartment's really nice. I did the apartment tour. We're really settling in now. It's really fun to be able to live with your best friends because I genuinely love the girls that I live with so much. They're genuinely my best friends. Yeah, it gives me a really good step into becoming an adult because I've never had to have an apartment to myself, like an apartment that I was the owner of. Like, I am in charge of this apartment. I've never had that experience until now, and it's just honestly like figuring out how to clean it and figuring out like who does what is just like, it's a good experience. It helps you become a grown-up. Apparently working at Disney helps you become a grown-up, which in my opinion, I'm a child forever. But so anyways, also I had the discount, the holiday discount for like my first 2 weeks as a cast member. Spent a shit ton of money, so that was fun. But now I am pretty much in the swing of things. Hours are crazy. I will work upwards of 50 hours a week. So it's different for everyone. A lot of people are like, oh, I work 30 hours a week barely and I'm barely making rent. And a lot of CPs are like, please take my shifts. I'm so tired of working, I can't even breathe. But yeah, I'm kind of right there in the middle. I work about 50 hours a week usually. My paychecks are good. I have a good amount left over after rent. I can make my car payment, my insurance payment, that kind of stuff with no problem. And I have a little bit usually to play and have fun with. Yeah, so hours are good. The only problem that I ever really have is I'm taking full-time classes online at my college, and it honestly gets really overwhelming sometimes when you work from 9 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. and then you've got to go home and finish 3 assignments before midnight, and it's just really stressful. But yeah, I've gotten really used to it. I really love it here. Things are great in the CP life. I hope you guys enjoy this video, enjoy me talking about my life. I hope you guys consider, if you're considering doing the CP, do it, take the chance, have fun. It's really an opportunity that's once in a lifetime. It's such a great opportunity. It's such a great experience to make friends, to get work experience, to build resumes, and also just to get out there in life, just to put yourself in a location that you've never been, just to be on your own. It's honestly such a great experience. So anyways, I love it here. Life's great. Do the CP. Have fun. Love you guys. See you next week.